I purchased this Ezviz camera, the C3A, about 3 weeks ago. It is so good that I thought I would make a review on it. Okay, here's some of the specs that it has. It's a 5,500 milliamp hour rechargeable battery. And like I say, I got mine about 3 weeks ago, charged it, and it's still got about 35% charge. That seems like it'll last forever, so that's a great camera. Okay, the main thing it's got is Pir Motion Detection. So what that means is any movement within its field of detection, it will make a short video clip. And I got several clips that I will show you. Okay, it's 1080p video, which is pretty good. You've got the 5500 milliamp rechargeable lithium battery. It's got two-way talk. 125-degree field of view, and again I will show you some clips of what that does. And it's got the IP65 dust and water resistant. This thing works no matter whether it's raining, snow, sleet, or storm, whatever. It works great under any condition, so there's no need to be concerned about it. It's got great night vision, which again I will show you some clips. It only uses the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi sensor in this device is outstanding because I have my device or camera quite a ways away from my router inside the house, and it works flawlessly. And it supports up to 128 gigabyte of MicroSD card storage. Here is a daytime clip of a cardinal taking a bath in a bird bath. And if you notice, the video quality is pretty doggone good. Okay, here's a nighttime clip of a raccoon getting a drink of water in the bird bath. Now, if you notice, this camera goes to sleep, then it wakes up when something comes in its field of view. So it went to sleep and it woke up again in the morning when it saw a rabbit going into my garden. So it does a great job. This is a clip when it's raining, and you can notice that the rain does not have any effect on this camera, so the weather does not seem to bother it.
It is pouring down rain. It is pouring down rain.
This is how I have my camera set up. I had an old bucket I filled with concrete and stuck a pole in it, and I mounted the camera to that. And if you notice, there are no wires, absolutely no wires connected to that. It works on a magnetic base. You just take it off, put it on. You can move it whatever you want it, however direction. Or if you want to take it in and charge it, you take it off like that. Okay, here it is in my palm of my hand. And right here is where you charge it. Just open up that little tab. And you put the end of the cord here. It's a micro USB cord. Anyway, I got it. Okay, that's how you plug it in right there. And that's what it looks like. All right, we'll open up the top and I'll show you what the battery compartment looks like. It's kind of hard to get open, but there's the battery compartment. And if you look here, that is the MicroSD card right there. So once you have this closed up, you put the MicroSD card, that way you record locally. You don't have to use the cloud to record your recordings if you do not want to. You put them on a MicroSD card. That one is a particular one is a 64 megabyte card. And that's the battery. You can take it in or put it out. But you don't have to open this case anymore, because once you get everything installed in there, you charge it from here, so you don't have to open it up again. So that's a very slick device, and the cover is waterproof, so it works great. And the charger is a 5 volt 2 amp, 5 volt 2 amp charger. If you have an Android device, You can install the Ezviz app, which comes from the Google Play Store, and I'll show you what it does. Okay, I have 4 cameras, and one here that belongs to my son in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So let's take a look at his camera. Okay, that's the view from his camera. This is the camera that I'm doing the review on, this one right here. I call it mobile because I can move it anywhere I want because it does not require any kind of connection, wired connection. Okay, there it is loading. That's it. And it says that, but I do not have to do that. I don't know why it says it, but I do not have to lower the quality. I think right now the quality is set at Ultra HD. This camera is like an old hound dog. It sleeps with one eye closed and one eye open, and if it detects any movement at all, it wakes up and records a little clip of whatever came into the area. This is another one of my cameras that I have mounted on my deck. That's one there. I call that deck 1. Here's another camera I have mounted on my deck. I call it deck 2. I can change the way it presents it, like that. I go back over here again, it goes back to that format. So if you want to watch the live cameras on any Android device, all you have to do is download that app and it works great. Okay, if I want to watch the recordings, I use MByte, and I'll show you that now. Using MB, I can access those cam recordings either through camera uploads, or I go down here to the bottom and go to latest camera uploads, and that's what it is right there. So as soon as I take a picture on my camera or video or whatever on my phone, it automatically uploads it to one of my devices, and then MB plucks that information from that device almost instantly. So since these are the ones that I just created, it uploaded and it already presented on MB. So that's very slick. And there's a 14-second. If you have an Android device, that's what it looks like. You can install the Ezviz app. Okay, to get the app, the Ezviz app, all you do is go to the Google Play Store and come up here to search. Then we're going to use our voice. Ezviz. There it is. Popped up right there, and if you do not have it installed, it will ask you to install it. That's all there is to it. Very simple. Now, on the cellular phone, when I have that app added, anytime there's some movement, these cameras pick it up and record it, and it shows me there. So it gives me a notification of some kind of movement. Here is the app, the Ezviz app running on my Samsung cellular phone, Android. I can change it here to expanded. So you have something like that, or condensed. You have it like that. So you have choices of which one you want to use. Now I unplugged this one here because that one's inside my house, and I unplugged it because I would be kind of embarrassed you see my living condition, so I unplugged that one. Okay, let's take a look at some of the settings. Okay, let's take a look at that mobile. And we click on this little star up there, a little gear wheel, I guess you will. Audio. Okay, now when I've got that on, whatever noise those animals or birds make, I can hear it on this recording. Status light, IR light, Android notification, alarm notification. That's where I can set different functions for it. Now there's not a whole lot on this particular device, so there's not a lot of options. And the battery here is 100%. It was about 35% when I brought it in the house. It took me about 3 or 4 hours to get it up to 100% charge. So that's basically all the settings that this device has. Now here's another little slick little thing. Land Live View. Local area network. Start scanning. All right. Now it should pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cameras on my network. Let's see what this one is. Okay, that's one, my NVR. Let's try this one. Okay, that's one of my cameras. Try that one. That's another one of my cameras. Now that's probably Hikvision. I have a couple TrendNet. I had a Daiwa. Anyway, it broke on me, so I got rid of that one. So I have a total of 8 cameras. Okay, we could go to My Album. Now this is by the date. Now again, these are all stored on that MicroSD card. Let's see there. Let's see if it plays. Okay, there's something. Okay, well, let's turn it sideways. Okay, that's playing very well. So anyway, that's the function of that. Another sweet little thing that this does, it's family and guest. So I can share my cameras, even though they don't have a camera, and I have something that they would like to look at, like my son's environment in Albuquerque. I love looking at that. But anyway, they can install this app on their phone or wherever, and they can look at my cameras that I allow them. So all I do is send them an email or their phone number, and they'll get invited to look at my cameras. Another slick function is the smart integration. Okay, in my case, since I'm using a Google phone, I click on that, Google Assistant. That gives me instructions how to use a voice command to control your Ezviz devices. Please follow the instruction below to set it up. Okay, I have not done that because I really don't need to tell Google to open up my camera so I can look at them. But if I do, here's all the information on how to do it. Then you got Ifttt and different things you can do. Get an email when your Ezviz camera senses motion, and turn on sleep mode when I arrive home, blah, blah, blah. These are different things that you can do. Okay, again, when one of these cameras senses motion, it will send me a notification, so my phone will make a little noise. So the purpose of this camera is when my garden gets fully grown, I got some couple corn patches, so those raccoons were gonna strip that cornfield really quick. So I may have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning when this little beeper goes off and tells me that the raccoons are raiding my corn patch. So I may have to get up and shoo them away. But anyway, that is the camera right now, and it's raining out there. And if I want to, I could record it, or it would do it automatically if something comes into field of view. That's pretty much it.